Okay, thank you. Okay, perfect. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So happy to see you here today. And yeah, share a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about your work.
Yeah, thanks so much, Elise. I'll always remember your name because it's actually my mother's name as well, Elise.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But my name is Elyse Casimir, and I am currently based in Paris. I am from New York City, but I've been working out of Paris for about the past 5 years now. And as long as I can remember, I've been working in the practice of collage, mostly from recycled and available materials. So when I was little, what that looked like was going into the kitchen and getting kernels of corn to then glue to paper with um, just pieces of balloons and stuff. And over time, as I had more income, it kind of evolved. So
Yeah.
a large part of my practice is working with recycled materials, found materials, and just really trying to honor these materials and not forget their story or their purpose and giving them a new
Yeah.
purpose. So that's a little bit about me and about my practice of collage.
I love it. I'm so excited to see some of your work today. I know you have some
Yes.
prepared to show us.
Yes.
And the name of your project, it really resonated. I'm an
Oh.
887. So
Oh.
when I saw kind of how it was, I was like, oh, I really love that. What a timing, like what timing for you. So
Yeah.
that's so cool. Do you want to share about your name of your
Yeah. Yeah,
Instagram handle?
absolutely. Thanks for bringing attention to that. Yeah, so my project is called, or my studio is called Project 8888. And that is because I was born August 8th, 1988. And of course, I have nothing to do with this. This is all my parents. I just arrived. So thanks to mom and dad for that. But I really like that unique sequence of numbers. I know in different cultures it's very powerful, or even like astrologically, it's quite powerful. And I like that when you take the 8 and you turn it, there's an infinity sign. So it kind of reminds me of the infinite possibilities that I hold within myself. Um,
That's
so
amazing.
there you have it. And also
Yes.
so cool that we were both born in August and in the 80s.
Yes, yes. So that's why I was like, okay, that resonates for sure. So
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So cool. So if you have some of your work and
Yeah.
you would like to share, please do.
Okay.
Please do. I love this.
So yeah, it's hard to show, isn't it? Hang on, maybe I can put my portfolio in the background so we can get a better look at this.
Yes.
But so here is one piece. Here we go.
And if you want
Let's
to
see.
share like materials and different things too. Oh, look at
So
that. The
we'll
colors.
zoom in and okay, so speaking of the recycled materials, we have a paper towel container here. We have some tears from magazines and vintage books, and then you can see it transitions down into the yellow and the gold, which is from Nutella wrapper. And this is an envelope. So I do a lot of my collages on envelopes. And then if we turn that over, there's a double sense. And this is from a vintage book of volcanoes from the 1970s. I found it in a thrift shop here
Wow.
in France. So, and then you can see that Nutella wrapper. If you remember, it was just on the other side here. It's duplicated there on this side right here.
Love
So
the
that's,
colors, the way they work
yeah,
together.
thank you. I mean, you can even see that mimicked in the background a little
Yes.
bit in my curtains.
Yes.
Um, okay, so that's one piece, and that one doesn't really have a title. And then the second piece I'd love to transition into does have a title. And you're going to see it's in the same kind of colorway. So here we go. I think this system works right
Oh,
here.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Look at that.
Yeah, so you can actually see there's people in here. Sorry, I speak French and I'm losing my English sometimes.
Oh,
But you can see there's actually silhouettes and images of people, and these are Black bodies, and the Black body and the Black diaspora is so important to me as a creative, being a person of color. So this is from a series called Black is a Color, which explores the diversity within the Black diaspora.
wow.
So again, just pulling from lots of different sources. This was from a cleaning ad, I think this came from Kindred, a magazine, a really great publication. And then I always save scraps because the meaning comes in later. And then what I love about this is there was one word that happened to evolve from the scraps, which is spirit. And that somehow that means something to me. There's something multiple about that. So
Wow.
um,
Is that on
yeah.
an envelope as well? Now, Jen asked a question.
No.
Love that you collage on envelopes. How do you display or frame them? That's a great question.
Oh yeah. Oh, somebody just asked that.
Yeah.
Great. Well, really quickly, no, this one is not an envelope.
Okay.
This is from material I got on travels to Qatar. It was packaging for henna. So that's
Oh,
recycled material. I really liked the size and the feeling and weight of the cardboard, so I used that. But to answer the question, what was asked? How I
just
frame?
love that you collage on envelopes, and that is interesting because I that's the first time I've seen that
Oh,
too. But it says, "How do you display or frame them?" Which is a great question.
I think that is a great question. I currently don't frame my work. The
Mm.
frame is so important and so delicate. I don't know that I personally would frame it. I think I might display it as a floating object on the wall. I don't know that
Okay.
I would, if I was to frame it, I might frame it within some type of a white display with large white matting to really give
Mm.
focus
Yeah.
onto the envelopes. And the reason why I collage with envelopes, and I'll leave a place for somebody else, is that I was intimidated by large templates. So I went to the office supply store and bought the smallest template, which to me was an envelope. And it's great
Yeah.
because you can also send it to people. So your artwork
Yeah.
literally has legs.
Yes.
So I started there on
Love
like
that.
very, very small size envelopes. And then from there, as I got more confident, I started expanding and doing larger and larger envelopes. And then now I actually have a really large piece I'd love to show you.
Yes, please, please. And if anyone watching has any questions or comments, feel free to put those in the chats as well, in the chat
Here,
as
this is
well.
pretty big. This is the
Yes,
largest
okay.
I've done yet.
Wow.
So just
Yes.
like that.
Oh,
And,
oh, look
and
at that.
this one right here, I have a background in textile design and weaving, so I've woven the fabric
Okay, I was going to ask, I was like,
or
okay,
the
did
paper.
you weave? That is, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Oh
that's
my
this guy. It's
goodness.
woven. Then I buy multiple publications so that I can be able to duplicate the hands in an analog fashion. But I have
Oh,
started working
wow.
digitally as well. So, but this is all analog. This is used with my trusty scalpel.
Wow. We have comments here. A lot of hearts are coming up,
Yay!
and I love this
Love the
comment, and
hearts.
this is exactly what I was thinking too. Is random things I collect says fantastic recycling ideas. We need more artists to do this. And as you were showing, I was thinking, how can I recycle more in my work? So I had like the same thought. So that is a really great comment.
Yeah,
Inspired.
yeah. It's so interesting because I was just looking with my partner at which countries recycle the most. Do you have any idea which country it is?
I don't. I don't. I wouldn't even be able to throw a guess.
Unfortunately, it's not the United States, it's
Yeah.
Germany, and they have a
Uh-huh.
lot of amazing initiatives to
Wow.
recycle. And as you said, I think artists, like we can really, there's so many materials out there. All my jewelry is just recycled pieces that I collect like off the ground in the street. So we
Wow.
can recycle what we wear, what we create with. Like the possibilities are so endless, and it's great that we have
Oh,
that responsibility on us. So
yes.
yeah.
Inspired. Inspired. Oh, yep. Germany is good with recycling. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, they are.
Um,
Yeah.
so how can we stay in touch with you or follow along with what you're up to?
Yeah. Thank you for asking that. So my handle is Project 8888. Um, and also my website is eleshacasimir.com. So I'm putting up a lot of new work on there. I think I have 4 projects on there. And I do post quite frequently to my Instagram. So those two places I can be found at the moment.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today, joining us and sharing. I really appreciate it. It was wonderful to meet you in this way. Oh, we have lots of comments here.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. All we can. Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, I
Amazing
will
to see
end
your
my
work.
call. Thank you so much for this
Yes.
session. Long live the
Hopefully we'll
80s.
talk again soon.
Okay,
At some point.
I would love
Too.
that.
Have a good rest
All
of your
right,
day.
bye-bye. Thanks, you too.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here. If you were just jumping in, my name is Elyse and I am the facilitator here at Wilder Collage. We are doing a share today where I'm inviting guests to come in and share about their work.